Thank you, Merlin. I'm based at the same Women's Center with Women Against Rape and the Black Women's Rape Action Project. But I'm actually also from a network of women of color, and I wanted to just say very quickly to thank the organizers for calling this important action together, because it's been a long time coming. The IPCC is dripping with corruption, and we only have to look back to what happened to the tragic shooting of Mark Duggan, where the IPCC was covering up for the police yet again. But this time it was out there for everyone to see. And now it's time to abolish the IPCC and get rid of this corruption. I just wanted to say that women are those working hardest for justice in the community. Whether we're mothers, or whether we've seen our children arrested in the riots and thrown into prison or harassed by the police, or whether we were sex workers in East London who are being hounded by the police. Instead of them going after violent men, they are raiding sex workers' flats. They are dragging women into the courts, and if you're found guilty, you can not only get a 7-year sentence for running a brothel, but the police also have something called the proceeds of crime, whereby they take all your earnings if you're found guilty of brothel keeping or running a brothel. And in London now, a lot of women are doing sex work to survive because, we have seen the austerity that's coming down on all of us. And many of those women are mothers. So this is a gathering of 99%. We are gathering together against police violence and against violence by the authorities. And we are getting our movement together. And we are calling out the police who work for the 1%. And Occupy has done a very good job in spelling out that kind of corruption. That they have money for policing, but they don't have money for our children, for our schools, for our hospitals. So I feel like this gathering is part of that refusal of the cuts. I wanted to say one last thing, which may seem far from the IPCC, but we have come straight here from a protest outside Red Cross. The Red Cross has gathered over $500 million to so-called help Haiti, and yet tens of thousands of people in Haiti are still living outside in tents without clean water to fight the cholera epidemic that the UN occupiers brought to their country. So that is another level of corruption that we have to call out, because between ourselves and the power that be are sometimes voluntary organizations, charities, and even sometimes so-called community leaders. Like there's something called Operation Hope and Recovery. And after the riots, they came out and blamed mothers and bad parenting for the riots. So we have to call it out on every level. This is our time. Our movements are coming together, and we have to call them out on every single level until we get justice. Down with the IPCC, punishment for police violence, and upward to our movement. Thank you.